from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both, and at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
All right, here we go.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ah, that was my fault.
Throw of the game going to be intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
2nd and 1.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
All right. You can match that.
15 yards. And the Texans take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin.
1st down.
It's James Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll set up the screen with Davis. And they're
First down.
Past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And now a throw on first down
Taking the
there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this
First down.
drive.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. Allen to throw once more. Going for it all.
Touchdown.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 29 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure
missed it.
at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute.
Give me that.
Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do.
First down.
It gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The escapability in evidence there, is that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Taking 9.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
First down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Inside give to Davis. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Yeah, he'll work
3rd and
3
2
from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he has the first
and
down
goal
before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll run with Cook. And he takes
Touchdown.
it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have taken the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. Houston's offense taking over again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this.
Stroud is
fumble.
The ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills. Ray Davis from 21 yards away. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points to Charles, but they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down and 8. Stroud will run the option left.
Fumble!
Fumble near midfield. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Hey, I'm all about defense forcing plays and getting takeaways. But an interception and 2 fumbles in their last 3 offensive possessions.
Time to readjust.
Yeah, you can't just give all the credit to the defense on that. They've got to look in the mirror and take the blame themselves and figure out how to not do it anymore.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Cook. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Eluding the pressure right. Shakir hauls it in.
Touchdown.
All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
Extra point good by Prater, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans back out there and ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. And they take him down.
2nd and 19.
The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are.
Ah, he got me on that one.
Going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. A great play there. 69 yards. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
All right, let's go back and do it. Let's get it.
When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I overthrew it.
The drive there is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
39.
Gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Oh, what a
Let's go.
Samuel. He's got a first and maybe more.
Get off me. 1st and goal.
Play there on the catch and run. 76 yards.
Oh, big-time credit. What a play design there. They wanted to get him loose in the open field, and they succeeded. He had all sorts of room to operate in, and they finally track him down inside the 5-yard line.
All right, let's punch it in. 2-minute warning. All right, let's punch it in right here, fellas.
Cook is in.
Touchdown.
Touchdown, Bills. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Prater for the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Let's go, defense.
Will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's do it.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive.
No!
Go ahead and try and repeat that.
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Nico Collins, 63 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Go down here and score.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel.
Oh, yeah.
And that's caught
6.
inside the 35.
Let's go.
Touchdown
20, you're really
Bills.
slow, man.
Curtis, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. On second down, it's Stroud. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here goes Stroud again. There's a short throw taken in by Bryant. And the result
Second and 2.
A pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Stroud working out of the gun. And he fumbled on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir.
Pass interference, defense number 34.
That one winds up incomplete, but the
Automatic first down.
Move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can put.
And he's going to look that one in.
Touchdown. One-handed.
What a catch for the touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Let's go for 2, coach.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2. They'll look to throw. This one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. A good passing down here, and they send 3 receivers to the right of the formation on second down.
Incomplete.
Incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports halftime report. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He chipped in a couple of touchdown runs as he was running with determination right from the word go. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans going to take over here to start quarter number 3. On first down, here's Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Marks. And he'll take this ahead
Taking a
for
6.
about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing now is Stroud. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield,
Fourth down.
and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly. And most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Curtis Samuel and the rest of the offense heading back out there now. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Second
and
and
he
8.
sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
3rd and 2.
They'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, here's a run
First
by
down.
Cook. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Has his man. It's Shakir.
First down.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. Fighting to stay upright. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And he'll slide to a halt
3rd and
here,
1.
still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone.
I missed it.
But
I
that
can
time,
tell.
they couldn't connect.
And he missed it. It's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. So on 4th and 1, the decision is, hey, let's take 3. But lo and behold, they'll come away with nothing.
Yeah, it's a disappointing outcome, isn't it? Especially since you know that offense didn't want to come off the field. And now...
Oh, Chuck.
Fumble. Ah, they got it back.
Ooh, the
No.
there he goes. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 19-point game. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Allen.
First down.
Coleman has it here right side. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Allen.
They got me.
And he's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Houston set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, Stroud is
Fumble!
And the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Stroud looking to throw. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Stroud now on 1st and 10. And the ball
Fumble.
is knocked out.
They got it back
One of the
in.
linemen on the other side has got it. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That could be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Stroud to throw it. Being chased out left.
Fumble!
And the ball is loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 2nd down and 6 now. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. 3rd down and 1. Again, it's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 84 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Houston, good night, everybody.